What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Last time, we managed to get quite a bit more information on the bug that was, rigged in one Corrida's room. Edgeworth's helping us out, and despite it being very late at night, we are able to still get some investigating done in order to try to put the pieces together, not only of Corrida's death, but of Celeste's suicide. We've also learned that Mr. Powers is going to be a witness, a decisive witness, somehow, for tomorrow's trial. He himself was also giving us quite a bit of good gossip information about Celeste's suicide. In this episode, we're gonna head back to the detention center and maybe see if we can talk to Matt. We'll see if there's any information that can be gleaned there before heading on over to his house and see if anything can be gleaned there. And from there, we'll see what we can do about Adrian Cyclock. Alright, so now let's bring in Matt. Dude, it's Mr. Wright! I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin, and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engarde. What's wrong? Mr. Engarde, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. Alright. So, what's your secret, Matt? About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah. I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is? Please. And there's our Cyclock. Yup. Oh! Okay, I was warned that there was a maximum of 5 Cyclocks in the game. And here it is. Great. I knew this was coming. Mr. Nick, don't tell me! Cyclocks. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? Okay, well that one's going to be tough to crack. Especially with trying to make sure that I don't lose any of my points. I need to be perfect with this, because I really can't afford to screw up and lose out on more of my health. Did you know about Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. Yeah, but I don't know any of the details if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you now? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews. She had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corrida. Her mentor was Mr. Corrida's manager. Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impacts' suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it kind of like a pea, like green peas? Oh, Pearl. Oh, Pearl. When we are done with this, please tell me that we go get her a pizza. How does an 8-year-old girl not know anything about pizza? Let's go eat one later, okay? Yeah, I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. Well, that's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. On Guard. Are you connected to Miss Impax's suicide in some way? Can we show him a picture of Celeste? Mr. On Guard? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer and all, but I don't think I have to tell you anything and everything. What do you mean by that? It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. Is that specific to Celeste? Maybe. I don't get it. Why would you want to frame me? I mean, I've never done anything to her, dude. Mr. On Guard sounds pretty sincere, and he seems trustworthy. So I had to find out what Miss Andrews' real intentions are. What about his butler? About this person. He's your butler, Mr. Doe, right? We met him at your mansion. Oh, yes, that's right. He's a pretty cool dude who can do lots of things. He takes real good care of me. But again, why have us go for your cat? Here, let's show him Edgeworth. Dude, this person... Okay, it's still the fan club. Okay, so that was very specific because of Celeste. His I don't have anything to say about this is still the same as it always was. So that's good. So we know for a fact that he does not want to talk about Celeste. So what's the first thing that we should be looking for this psych lock then? We have an idea for Adrian, but what exactly should we be looking for from Matt? Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Kurita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kurita, especially on that night. We need to get our stuff from Gumshoe back. We need to connect him to be the one who placed the wiretap. I don't have that information on me, and I certainly don't have that connection yet. But I think that's what we need to do. Mr. Nick, your phone! Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal! Oh, I'll be back in the office really soon! What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened! Mr. Edgeworth, Edgeworth? Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. The end. Hello? He got cut off. What's going on, Mr. Nick? Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away. Then we should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. What are you talking about? Mr. Nick, pull yourself together. Maybe it'll be good news. Somehow I doubt that. Okay. We don't have to go there right away. Can we head on over to Matt's living room before that? Looks like no one's around. What happened to that person with the stuffed teddy face? Oh, she must mean that butler with the stitches on his face. Shoo! Oh, there you are! I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo? Come on, let's play! I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not. Can I do anything about the door? I don't think there's really anything else that we can do here at the moment. Well, in that case, I swear, if Edgeworth ends up being shot and then we have to go up against Franziska, oh boy. I certainly hope that's not going to be the case, but we'll find out. What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Okay, good. Seems like Edgeworth's fine. Well, what happened? We got him! We know who bought that spy camera! Huh? This quickly? And this bear's what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera! But wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth that figured— Shh! Pearls. And, go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Who'd be so rude as to spy on another person in their room? Matt on guard. Huh? I knew it. I knew it. I knew that's where this was headed because of the psych lock. Matt on guard. Your client. That's who, pal. Here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Okay, Gumshoe. We don't have that stuff in our court record yet, so we gotta talk to Gumshoe again. Are you sure you heard right? That person who bought this bear was— I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. On Guard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. On Guard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. On Guard himself. My sight's failing me. This can't be. Phoenix, why are you faint? I guess he's fainting because he doesn't want to believe Matt's guilty. Because of Maya. Like, that's why I'm assuming Phoenix is so distraught about this. Because, like, I'm finding it very hard why he's reacting this way. But that's the only reason that it makes sense. So what about the spy camera we found? Ugh, that was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for you to file away into evidence. Alright, there we go. Okay. So now we got the spy camera, the transmitter, and the stuffed bear. Perfect. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Corrida's room was Matt On Guard? Why? Why would Mr. On Guard do something like this? I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida in one of their rendezvous. I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him? Mr. On Guard, I mean. Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt On Guard, what in the world have you done? And that's all we got for Gumshoe. Okay, so we got the spy camera. Set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour. The spy camera was set in its right eye. Changes the footage taken by the spy camera into radio waves and transmits the data elsewhere. And the receipt for $3,800. Okay. We head back to the detention center. Oh, we go straight to Matt. Interesting. You're working real late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Okay. So I guess now we're kind of forced to go with Matt? I'm gonna make a save state, though. I want to make sure I can get everything back. But if it prompts me directly to Matt, then we should have everything for his Cyclops. Take that! Okay, we already did this earlier this episode. I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corita. I guess we could just start with the credit card, because the bear itself doesn't really tell us anything. Well, I mean, we can start with the receipt. Again, save state. Well, Mr. On Guard? Yeah, the receipt wasn't it. Okay, so then I guess we go with the bear then, and then we get it through the receipts elsewhere. Glad I'm able to do this first. But maybe what we get from Matt can be used against Adrian's. Maybe it's not Celeste that we need for that. Okay. So in that case, it's the bear. Yeah, there we go. This bear was in Mr. Corita's room on the night of the murder. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. So, it's a present, dude. It actually looks kind of classy, if you know what I mean. Yes, I hear it's quite expensive. Which is why it is very odd that this gadget was found inside this bear. Take that! This is a very small video camera. And it was hidden inside this bear's eye. Maybe it's a really curious bear? Well, whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter. Which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Corita's room. Huh. I guess one and a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else would it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corita was... you! Take that! Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. The receipt, right? Take that! There we go. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is I spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be from the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush?! It's ivory. It's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew! Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes. You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Kurita's room and filmed it in secret is... What does it want me to do? The card? To know that Juan was killed? The tabloid? I don't think it's the tabloid. That would be more so following with Powers, but I don't think that's reliable. The problem is that if I mess up, I gotta do all it again. Oh boy. Okay, I think he needed proof that... But did he really need proof? I'm trying to think what exactly... Because I'm thinking, originally, it's like, okay, he needs proof that Shelly did the deed. Which is why he set up the camera in the first place. But that doesn't make sense, because he would know once the body was found. And the card there would be the calling card that indicated that it was Shelly. So honestly, I don't think it would be the crime scene photo. That wouldn't make any sense. Is it the figure out the... Is it really just the tabloid crap? Take that! It is the tabloid crap! Adrian Andrews. There is a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Kurita were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Kurita, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Kurita because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up the camera in Mr. Kurita's room was... So I think I was supposed to do that, but... Was it about Celeste? Is she the real reason? The problem is, Phoenix doesn't know that yet. There's still nothing that we can tie him to Celeste. But is there anything else? So part of it would be to see if there was, in fact, like, Shelly doing it. But I feel like because he could have just, if the whole point was just murder, hiring a hitman to take down one, then there's no need for the camera at all. He wouldn't need proof that Shelly did it because the body would be there. So there had to be a reason that it was specifically the camera set up. Part of me thinks maybe it is the stage show. Maybe he knew that Juan knew, and so he wanted to basically record that. But again, why would he need to do that? Why does he need to record Juan and Adrian's conversation? It could be Celeste, but I don't have any concrete proof that Celeste has any relation to Matt at this time. But yeah, there's no reason that he would need to record the killing. So he has to basically have the camera there to record the conversation, basically to get the meeting between Juan and Adrian. So he didn't do it to basically make sure that Shelly followed through with the killing. And that's also... everything points, though, that he hired the killer. So again, why need to have the camera set up? I'm gonna take a wild shot and say Celeste. If not, well then, we don't exactly lose a whole lot. Nope, it's not Celeste. Okay. So it's not Celeste, which means I have to start from scratch. Let's get back to where we were at. Okay. So now I'm back. It wasn't Adrian Andrews. This is gonna be a problem. Try. Not really a problem, just a pain. Is it just as simple as you needed proof? It was! Okay, so I was overthinking it. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly DeKiller. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly DeKiller? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. Can't afford to make any more mistakes now, even though I totally can. Mr. Ungard, I know why you know Mr. DeKiller. It's because you're a hero of justice! Now, you're his client and you set up the hit job. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly DeKiller to assassinate Mr. Juan Corrida. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Engarde. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. Engarde, you really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Oh God! How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Engarde. Where did he get the freaking wine glass? Okay, well, I was not expecting him to... Where exactly was he hiding those scars? Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really? So you are Shelly the Killer's client? You didn't think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me. Ha! I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that one is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? You're lying! What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk more about adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. So it was to confirm it. Okay. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me? How much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why? Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, the video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough for an answer for you, little girl. So your motive, then? Why? Why would you kill Mr. Corrida? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Corrida had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have... Ah, well that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really. But bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly! How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Corrida ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt Engarde. No, did that leave you speechless? Oh, what a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Corrida! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. No, but too bad, you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya! You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win situation. I'll get you for this! That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. Mia? Oh no, it's Edgeworth! First time I've been wrong on these. Starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. And suddenly we're back at the precinct. Well, alright. What are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy... No! We can't do that! That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth? Right, only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer. You must find it on your own. Okay. We still have to go back to Adrian, but... I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who's clearly a killer... Matt Engarde. That man is really... Ugh. It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believed my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do! Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty! I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record are meaningless. What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Mr. Nick! The transceiver! I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He's my client. Don't toy with me! A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself! I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah! This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. And to ensure that you will do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before. However, you did, but my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind, you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain... Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see that she receives a nice, long nap. Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. And there it is! Shu coming in for the rescue! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that at the end of that transmission? Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be. That cat. Can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelly the Killer's holding Maya hostage! Edgeworth, have all police units head for On Guard Mansion immediately! Alright, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight's only just begun. Yeah! Okay, now before that... let's go back to Adrian. Okay, and so that way I don't lose any of my points. Save state. I know we've been going on quite a while, but I feel like we're getting pretty close to the investigation portion. So let's maybe see if we can get our psych lock taken care of here. Okay. Personal reason to not... Actually, I don't think we do. No, I don't think so, because we still don't actually have anything to tie Matt to Celeste. We only know that from the picture that we saw as Maya. So maybe we head on over to the living room, and maybe then we'll be able to get that from Adrian. And there's a bear. Maya! Please answer us! Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. Can't believe it. That butler! All this time, he was the killer! He and On Guard were working together all this time. I'm sure they worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Okay, so, bear... Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there's a lot of cuts in it for some reason. A wooden bear-shaped figurine. A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Kurita? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here. I'm sure that's for Shu! Do you think that this came through that little door? This door! It's locked! Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth! Ugh! There's no one here! From the look of this room, I would say this is On Guard's private lounge. Look at this right! An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals! And a VCR! Check inside the deck! There's a tape It would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No!
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. Looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. There's no picture anymore. It's a very small table. I bet we could barely squeeze 3 pearls onto there.
But I wouldn't sit on a table to begin with, Mr. Nick.
Alright, what about the satellite? It's a VCR and an antenna. The footage that the spy camera took at the scene of the crime was beamed here and recorded on tape.
If only we had that tape, it would have been really helpful.
Okay, other door?
There's a little door for Shu in this big door.
I'm sure Maya used this door to shove this out there. I'm sure it was her! Every time you give me some piece of evidence, it's always the most crucial piece. This time too, I'm sure. Okay. It's on Guard's computer. Maya, why couldn't you have used this to get help?
Mr. Nick? Where's the power switch?
Oh, I get it. So that's what happened. She couldn't find the power switch. It should be right here! A spacious sofa. I bet 10 pearls would fit on here.
I don't think 10 of me would fit, Mr. Nick.
Okay, so what about the bear? Covered in many thin cuts. And honestly, I can't do anything with the door. TV? Huge television and speakers loom largely here. I'm sure if Maya saw this, she'd say, I would die a happy samurai fan if I could see the nickel samurai on a TV like this. Yeah, that's what she'd say. Ugh! Can't believe I just made a joke about Maya, all things considered. Okay, what about all of these? I can't read all the labels, but this is a very large collection of videotapes. Looks like Enguarde taped all of his own shows. Okay. Oh, we can just go straight into the wine cellar from here. We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. And is this the Celeste's picture? This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax? You mean?
Yes, Mr. Kurita's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. Enguarde's mansion?
And why does it say with love? Huh, this might be a clue. And there we go.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please, let me see that picture frame!
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame! Maya! It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message!
What? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag a not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever! I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
That's... No! Mystic Maya!
Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. Looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Yep. Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Wow, I was gonna just end it right here, because I have things to get going with. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock. Psych lock? I want to know, and you will tell me, your secret. Fine, go ahead, try to break me if you can. And that's where we're calling it a day. So, next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, we will get the last piece of evidence that we need thanks to this photo. And then, it's showtime. So until then, everyone, take care.